The Sussexes have been threatened with their second defamation lawsuit. Now, this one concerns the couple's Netflix reality show where they claimed a majority of the hateful comments directed at them online were posted by very few accounts. Watch.
They were coordinating and talking about what they would discuss for that particular day or week, what pictures they should disseminate. They were actively recruiting people, telling people how to create multiple accounts, how to use VPNs, virtual private networks to hide the IP so they don't get suspended. It's insane.
The documentary then showed a series of, quote, middle-aged housewives said to be part of a coordinated cabal, including this woman, the American journalist turned YouTuber Shallon I. But in a video posted this week, Shallon branded the use of her image defamation, slander, mischaracterization and misinformation. And I'm delighted that Shallon Lester joins me live now from the US to speak exclusively about the legal action she's taking against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. So, Shallon, great to have you on the show. I know you've thought long and hard about this, haven't you? Because you were initially so shocked when you saw that Netflix documentary making these defamatory claims against you. Why have you decided to pursue legal action now?
Well, there is just the small details. I take umbrage with the fact that I was described as middle-aged and a housewife. I am neither. I don't think any of those other women could fall into that category. But, if you're going to do a documentary, I grew up in the time when documentaries were factual. They were fact-checked. I'm a journalist. There's a journalistic process, and there's something called integrity and honesty and truth. And this documentary presented a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory as fact, with not one screenshot, not one DM, not one YouTube clip, nothing to support it for anybody. Me, the other creators, any other creators. And again, if you're going to go in a documentary and present something as fact, you better be able to back it up. But I think we are just, as a global citizenry, tired of watching Meghan and Harry present their imagined victim narrative as fact. And eventually, if you keep doing this, you're going to step in it. You're going to make claims that are not only false, they're defamatory. And the buck is going to have to stop with someone. And that someone today is me. Good
on you. Because the thing is, Shallon, you're a really successful YouTuber. And I look at your page and you don't just talk about Harry and Meghan. You comment on loads of public figures and loads of issues in the news and health. And, you cover the whole gauntlet of topics. But at the end of the day, they can't handle the fact that you do criticise them. So what they want to do is paint you as a troll.
Yeah, right. And if they were just saying that, if they're saying, listen, this YouTuber, that YouTuber, they're just mean. They're being mean. I am mean. I'm critical. I'm self-aware, and I demand that from the people that we talk about. I talk about Kim Kardashian and Jennifer Lopez and all sorts of people to break down what we can learn from their behavior from a psychology point of view, the advice we can give. I could talk about a tortoise and a hare, or I could talk about a Kim and a Kanye and a Meghan and a Harry. And if they were just we just don't like being talked about, that's fine. I understand that. But when you cross into accusing me of things and present it as fact, it becomes defamation. So that's where I have a little bit of an issue.
I understand that, actually, because they've tried to do the same thing with journalists like me, Shallon, over here, and suggested that simply because we are reporting facts about the couple that we're encouraging trolls to attack them. And it's no. I'm just reporting the truth about what you've done. And what I think is great about what you're doing, Shallon, is you're actually having the balls to say, you know what, Harry and Meghan, you want to sue everyone. Well, hang on a moment. I'm coming for you too, because you've done exactly the same thing that you accuse all of us of doing all the time.
Exactly. And of course they don't like you. Liars don't like the truth. And if you let liars talk enough, you give them enough rope that they're going to hang themselves. And they're going to veer into such crazy, conflated, wild narratives that it's going to veer into something illegal, something defamatory, something that at the very least really pisses people off. And I think that that's what they really can't conceptualize is there is no global conspiracy against them. There's no cabal. They're just unlikable. They're garden variety jerks. It's really not that special. And they have to think that they're special because that's kind of the only talent they have is this victim narrative. If they had one vendetta against one person, one outlet, you can settle that and you can move on. But when your vendettas are constantly imagined.
The undertone and what that ridiculous and revolting Netflix series did, though, is try to paint anyone who criticizes them as some sort of racist. And that's the undertone, isn't it? And actually...
Oh, yes.
It has nothing to do with the fact that Meghan's a mixed race actress, does it?
No, of course not. And if you want equality, equality is judging someone by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin. Martin Luther King Jr. said that. And actually, Meghan, we're judging you by the content of your content. We're judging you by your bad podcasts. We're judging you by your bad Netflix specials, by your bad interviews, by your bad press tour. People just don't like her. I mean, some people do. Great. That's their right. But it's also our right to be like, I don't like this woman. I don't like this man. They don't seem trustworthy. They don't seem honest. And that doesn't make us racist.
What was it about Meghan? Because look, lots of Americans actually liked these guys for a long time.
Yeah.
Even me, I really gave them a chance to begin with. And I thought, look, I'm happy having this woman in the royal family. Let's hope she makes a difference. Let's hope she's part of the modernisation. Now, you're very proud of the fact, Shallon, that you picked up on your dislike of Meghan right from the start. So what did you see at the beginning that folk like me missed?
I talk a lot on my channel about the art of seduction and the seductive process, and it's a very formulaic thing to do. And Meghan nailed it. I mean, she was a textbook seducer, and it was fascinating to watch how she got her hooks into Harry. I mean, there was the rumor that she was wearing Princess Diana's perfume on dates and separating him from his family and honing in on the shadow self. And I could see her as a manipulative woman who uses a lot of strategy to move through life. And honestly, amazing. I love this. I love this look. You know, why shouldn't she be? Go after what you want, be strategic, get it. But the shift into victim was so strange. It was so incredibly strange. And it was so, I think we see this in people in our own lives. Like, they have all the advantages and they choose these victim narratives. They choose to see the world as fundamentally wronging them. This could be your mom, your coworker, your boyfriend. We're all just so sick of it. And when it's crystallized into someone who is literally a duchess, who has every advantage, it's like,
I know.
Who in the hell are you trying to fool?
These two are the opposite of victim. They are the most privileged human beings on planet Earth. And I love the fact that you were not seduced, Shallon, in the way that I was. I big you up for that. Although I would say I was onto it pretty quickly, but no, you certainly spotted it from the start. Shallon Lester.
She's good. She's good.
Yeah, she is. She is. But look, keep us posted. Shallon Lester taking legal action against Harry and Meghan for defamation.